2, 3.
A 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 1, a 2.
It's always like I say 1, 2, 3, and then you always something different. Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. We're on fire today.
It's such a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's 49 degrees outside.
That's awesome.
Can you believe it?
I'm gonna run outside.
So
today.
here's in the Midwest, we did not have a real winter, but we've just been. We like to say that we've been spoiled. However, many places that live on snow and tourism, winter tourism, they had a bad year this year.
Well,
so
I'm sorry.
We just need to.
I'm happy anyway. So this is a perfect weather. This is a beautiful day, sunny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be here. We can relax, be outside of everything.
Just chit chat.
Yeah, yeah. You've
time.
been good.
Yeah, pretty good. Shaved. Woo!
I see.
Nice and clean. You always you always make a sour face when I shave because
I'm a fan of beard. You know.
But you're growing it too.
Well, not really.
Yeah, you could see. Folks, if you can see Charlie's from close up, you can see he has a Zorro mustache.
Just a little bit. But whenever it comes to like something when I'm,
You know who's Zorro?
I know. Yeah.
You know Zorro?
Yeah. But this is not representative.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shave it as soon as I need it. So.
As soon as
I just need a few years probably to wait.
Well, I see the hair is becoming wild and wilder. And
but last time I did.
You say you wanted to.
Last weekend I did one time like this, and I used the gel, and it was pretty cool. But it's like I cannot use.
Is that how you say gel in French? I use the
gel.
The gel.
Gel.
Oui.
Oh, oui. So, but I cannot use product every day.
No, me neither. It's just really rare.
Because it's also like it contains.
You should use wax.
Well, but the problem is that like all those products, they contain alcohol.
They do. Some, yeah.
Most of them. Like if you want the hair to be hold. And then I also have this spray, but the ingredients are,
You're so spoiled.
Well, I know, but if you look like your hair becomes worse after that.
Generally, it depends how you want to style it. But I've been a maniac. So I remember
because my hair doesn't cooperate.
When I was a teenager, so what I did, we had that this giant container of gel, and it was like came in different color: yellow, green, blue. It was called Gom Gel, like GOMGEL. So one time I took like a handful of it, and I mixed it in my hands and I just put it all over my head. It looks like I came out of a shower, and then that thing became so hard and I could just style my hair like crazy.
Oh, wow.
But I was just silly. I didn't know what I was doing.
How does this look? Let me see.
I didn't know what I was doing.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, you look like a mademoiselle.
All right. I'm gonna put the hat.
That's not okay.
It's okay. I don't care.
So many things happened this week, and it's insane. So
what happened?
So Russ, our previous guest, he was hoping for the Detroit Lions to get to the Super Bowl.
I was looking at the score.
They were ahead.
That was 17-0.
Yes, and then 49ers recovered like 17 points all at once, and there was like tragedy. And at the same time, the day before, I think, the Ravens lost against the Chiefs. And so now we have to see Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. And it's like...
Well, I'm over this. It's too much.
So there's so many progressive newspapers. They say, you shut up, you dads, you chads. Shut up about Taylor Swift being at the Super Bowl. It's so good for football and this and that. And they were showing like, do you know the average Taylor Swift is on screen every game the Chiefs play?
Oh, like 15?
25 seconds.
Oh.
25 long, excruciating seconds of dances.
It's just ridiculous how she became this powerful,
Well, the thing is, many people, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but many people say that the relationship might be fake.
I don't know about
and
that.
They might just be together
like
as something that is organized. Because every game, the Chief had more spectators fans in the stands just because of Taylor Swift.
Makes sense.
And I don't know if ticket prices might have gone up just
Oh,
because
for
of that,
sure.
because she was there.
I already have seen this article.
But
saying-
I'm really exhausted.
No, yeah, like all my wall, all social media, if I turn on, it's Taylor Swift, and like I'm not even interested. But look, it was the article saying that she plays in Tokyo, like on January 10th, February 10th,
yeah.
and then the final it's on 11th, I guess. So they were like measuring what time is gonna be there, what time she's gonna come here, and if she's gonna make it or no. And then I had this dream about Taylor Swift that I was in New York, and then she did like private concert for like a few people. I was in the first row. Jesus Christ, it's too much. And then we started singing together. Then there was a dinner, and
You were at dinner with Taylor Swift in your dream?
And then I woke up and no Taylor Swift.
Damn. So tell me, Charlie. Oh my goodness.
That's wild. I'm telling you, it's like she's all over. I'm not even listening. I know one song of her, and it's not even hers. It's with somebody else. It's I can see you standing, honey, with his arms around your body. It's somebody Ivor. It's like an artist, and they're just collaborating. That's the only one song I know.
That you know.
Yeah, and she's like part of it, but it's his song.
Yeah. Oh
and I'm
my
not
gosh,
into it. It's powerful. I can't, like, wow.
Not
Good
even
for
in your dreams.
Yeah, good for her.
Well, good for her indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So about Super Bowl, you have something you said, right?
Well, yeah, that's for later.
Okay.
But it's,
Are you gonna watch
crazy. Maybe. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see.
I'm just not in.
If it's on TV, I mean, it should be on CBS. But I don't want to pay for any memberships or
for me,
any.
it's
I mean,
just
for
too
me,
long.
like, you see, that's the thing. I understand this for Americans in general is it's like a holiday. It's a get together
for
thing.
sure.
It's an opportunity to eat. It's like very something that they expect and they wait.
Yeah.
Especially the halftime show and there's a tradition behind
For
it.
sure.
For me, really not that much. I don't. For me, I couldn't care if I watch it or not.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's just too long for me to just even the halftime. I don't just.
Yeah, most people just wait for the halftime show and the commercials. They're funny.
It's wild.
They're entertaining.
It's such a big thing. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
Okay.
It's mainly an American thing. But I remember though, years ago, before coming in the United States, I was up until midnight. Actually, the game started at midnight because they showed it on TV. And guess what? The 49ers were playing too in that game.
There's San Francisco, right?
Yep.
Okay. So there's another team in NBA. It's Philadelphia, but they're 76ers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they like all these numbers. But it's something. Well, we might go as well over it then.
Yeah, because I was very
With
busy
the Super
today.
Bowl topics.
I just look a little bit on your title.
Well, I was curious to see if the Super Bowl brings money to the cities. Where
Yeah,
they
because it
go.
was here in 2018.
Yeah,
and I'm
and
curious.
so I found this article from 2021, and economist says hosting the Super Bowl is not worth the cost. The Super Bowl is America's biggest annual sporting event. Each year, over 100 million TV viewers tune in for the big game.
Wow.
It's about 113 million, more
That's
or
a
less.
lot. That's a lot.
Making the Super Bowl 9 of the 10 most watched American TV programs of all time. And hosting it has become an American, as American is watching it. So many Super Bowl host committees believe the popularity that can mean just one thing, big profit for the cities. So committees and the NFL claim that the game can spur $300 to $500 million of spending in a host city. For example, in 2018, Minnesota's host committee reported that Super Bowl 52 brought in $450 million to its half of the Twin Cities. But sports economists, including Victor Matheson, are skeptical. And this economist crunched the number and found that the Super Bowl brings between 30 to 130 million dollars, a fraction of what the host committees of the NFL claim.
So it's already like the benefit, or
there's less.
It's after expenses.
There
the
is
32.
less benefit. The NFL says that they bring a lot of money, but here it's going to say why.
Okay.
So what does it cost to host a Super Bowl? So The Economist contends that for some cities, the cost starts with building a new stadium. Now, all this because the NFL says you build the stadium and we will host a Super Bowl in your area.
Oh, nice.
But for example, the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis was built and it cost $1.1 billion with a B. And taxpayers put $250 million in it, if not more. So 7 NFL stadiums were constructed from 2006 to 2017. Wow. And by 2019, each will have hosted a Super Bowl. And on average, taxpayers contribute to $250 million for stadium construction. Wow. And then the NFL says, if you bring the stadium, I'll bring the Super Bowl. And they say that it can bring $500 million to the city. And then handing over $500 million in taxpayer subsidy looks like a pretty good deal, because he says it will bring you $500 million, but to put $500 million in taxes, you recover the cost. Unfortunately, if the actual impact is a fraction of that, then all of a sudden taxpayers are on the hook for a huge stadium, and they're not getting much in the way of help, at least from the Super Bowl, to pay that stadium off. In addition to the stadium, which the NFL uses at no charge, there is also the cost of hosting the event, like public transportation and police overtime. For example, in 2014, New Jersey gave the NFL an $8 million tax break. At New Jersey Transit ended up with $5.6 million of losses transporting fans to and from the Super Bowl. But on top of that, the NFL requires additional expenses. So Minneapolis Star-Tribune published the NFL's 153 pages bid to book that it obtained in 2014. The document lists millions of dollars worth of the NFL specification and requirement to host in cities. The list includes parking spaces, hotel rooms, transportation, billboards, security, food, access to golf courses and bowling alleys, along with an exemption on paying city, state, and local taxes. That obviously means that a lot of less money is sticking in the city. And that's all going back to the NFL's headquarters. At that point, the money does get shared, but again, it doesn't get shared with local governments. It gets shared with the other 32 team owners. But just how much profit are cities actually making? It all depends how you do the calculation. So this economist found the 3 differences for the disparity. The first is the substitution effect, which is what consumers spend money on a sporting event that they could have spent anyway. So it doesn't increase the amount of money being spent. It rearranges the spending pattern. The second is the crowding out effect, which is when crowds associated with the sporting events displace regular spending. So if the Super Bowl fills every hotel that would normally be at 80% occupied, the NFL is only accounting for the 20% increase. And the final reason is leakage, which accounts for where the money is ultimately ends up. Hotels usually increase prices by 3 or 4 times during the Super Bowl, but corporations and shareholders reap the benefits of the price increases, not the local workers. And then he shows an example. In 2008, Glendale, Arizona hosted Super Bowl 42. And the city's mayor told ESPN that the city lost $1 million in the process. In 2016, San Francisco hosted a week of events leading up to Super Bowl 50, which has been held in Santa Clara, and San Fran ended up with a $4.8 million public services bill. So we do have some evidence that big events like a Super Bowl or the Olympics, at least temporarily, can cause a surge in happiness. But the happiness, comes, there's some certain pride. We're hosting the Super Bowl in our city, but at what cost? So, and I remember I was working for a police department
that time,
like 100 miles away from the Twin Cities.
Okay.
and they were sending officers to help
really?
with security.
Wow.
So just think about the overtime. And I remember there was one officer that told me, like, I accrued $2,000 of overtime
Wow.
because
That's
they were
crazy.
just going there like crazy.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
who's gonna swallow
for that.
who's gonna swallow the costs? Local
Taxpayer.
municipalities. Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, the city where the police officer was working for.
But from the other hand, you get this recognition for the city.
But
right?
it's, I mean,
So-
to a certain extent, it's just like people come in and you can
Yeah,
say
it's not
that-
like Olympics that they stay for like 4 weeks.
you can say that they come in and they bring a lot of money. But the
Not
thing,
really.
the thing is, now this is in Las Vegas. So just think about people might go there 1 week early
Casino.
and go to the casino, but hotel prices might go up.
Of course they will.
And it's going to be like more concerts, more events, more expenses, more tourism. I mean,
But not here when the winter it's like hitting hard.
well, here that was like really
That was
big.
a shit show at some point.
And then I did another research to see how much tickets are going for already
Oh,
for
yeah.
the
I'm curious.
2024.
I'm curious.
So Super Bowl 2024 tickets price for cheapest seats. You won't believe how much cheapest
Well,
seats.
so let me see, because last time for Super Bowl, when that was 2018, I was just curious. I mean, I couldn't afford it, of course. And there was like, the cheapest was $3,600. Like up on the
Way
stadium.
up, yeah.
Where you cannot even enjoy it.
Well, here's much more. So this year's game will have plenty of intrigue, especially with Taylor Swift in the house to watch her boyfriend, tight end Travis Kelce.
Yes.
As Kansas City aims to repeat its championship and Mahomes looks to add more hardware to its team trophy case. So currently, the least expensive single ticket for Super Bowl 58 is available on Vivid Seats and is going for $6,885.
No.
In the upper corner of the section 345 row 10, which is basically
Like-
in the nosebleed seats. That's also before any superchargers or convenience fees are added on the checkout.
Like 30% on top of that for the
More or
ticket.
less, this is a
Oh,
pretty
wow.
significant price increase from last year's Super Bowl, where a single seat was selling for $4,489. You can get slightly better prices if you buy 2 seats together and plan on attending the game with a friend. Now listen to this. Currently, the cheapest single ticket available on StubHub that also happens to be in a pretty good value.
Yeah, they have good prices.
In terms of where you're seated and your view on field is located in section 417, row 12. That will cost you $6,922 with additional seller's fees.
Per person or for two?
Single, one
Oh,
person.
shoot.
The least expensive tickets available on Ticketmaster are currently listed for $9,100 before fees, which are not listed.
So we should probably
But
set-
listen to this. This is really for like high end. If you're looking to really enjoy the game and money is no object, a ticket to take in the action from the 50-yard line in section C112, row 18, is going for just
Still
under $31,000 for one ticket.
It's still like row 18.
Wait a second. Now, if you really want to watch it in style, the most expensive seats are available in the suite level in the East Suite, row 3035, which runs $49,639 per ticket. But wait a second, they must be purchased in a package of 6 seats.
Oh.
If that's the way you're planning to go, it will cost you
50. 250.
$297,834 for you and some very special friends to attend
That's
the game
wild.
before taxes and fees, of course. So just spend close to $500,000 to have 6 people watching the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Hey, but there's
So how about,
there's levels.
I know. So how about we choose those seats like up. Sell
yeah,
sell our
6,000.
cars, sell what else we have and go. That's what
I've been to a football game once.
me too.
I paid $40 for it. It was a Vikings preseason game,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was way up there. I could see the game perfectly fine, but after 2 hours and a half, I was pretty much done.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed this like the vibe around like show somewhere. People were so loud, like I had earplugs.
You should have.
There's no way
yeah.
without. I was like never seen.
I mean, I understand the unique experience.
Because like different events, like either hockey or basketball, they're like regular. Like there's not like super loud people, but over there, it's wild. Never ever, even at the concert, I was never like that loud. Never even.
That's insane, though, isn't it?
It's wild.
Wow, man. But like I always wonder. I always wonder like how it is those suite. It's like this private area that you have, and you have a buffet, nice couch and seat. It's just like a really comfortable area, or sometimes it's just like a balcony.
But anyway, I would have a choice. I would rather get something like this on NBA game, which is 50 times cheaper.
It depends, though.
I mean, for people,
it's a big
deal.
Finals,
it's a big deal. It's a big
the
deal. Yeah, for sure.
game,
Oh yeah. Well, but okay, if somebody doesn't care, I guess that like $6,000 for the ticket for them, it's like $60 for us.
More or less.
Yeah. So I mean, in this case, if we would make 5 million per year, we would be like, fine, we go. Like, why not?
We're going.
Who cares? You know.
But if you say like.
So I guess like. Maybe there are some crazy people who probably get in debt to go to the game. I guess.
I don't know.
But most people
put on the credit card.
Yeah.
You don't have a credit card limit that much.
Yeah, like crazy. And then plus most people probably are like higher positioned CEOs. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe like the membership or the presidents of the team.
Yeah, something.
Or some VIPs.
Yeah, because like, come on, like regular person will not pay not even $4,000 per ticket. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's still expensive.
Still like the car.
But that's
price.
The final.
Older car price. I don't know.
You just think about it, and
yeah, I mean, good
the
for
amount
of course. I mean, good for those people who will be there. Maybe we'll attend one day. But I don't know.
I think prices would just only go up from here on.
For sure.
Because every year is just like
no, like this is like extreme case, like extremely extreme. Like not other events have tickets like this price unless it's Justin Bieber playing Madison Square Garden, so like front seats will cost $5,000, but you know.
Yeah.
But this is or Taylor Swift.
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what topics do you have today?
So talking about sport, I have my first topic about Jürgen Klopp.
Mm-hmm.
Jürgen Klopp. Jeremy Klopp. I don't know. I don't forget.
I don't know what's his name.
He has middle name. But he basically started coaching Liverpool in 2015.
10 years
and
almost.
super, almost a decade. And super surprising thing, he said he will no longer be a coach for Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's exhausted. He wants to come back to his family. He cannot keep going in this level anymore.
There's other players too, Xavi.
And then another article was Xavi. He said after this season, so in June, he said he wants good for the Barcelona, so he will just resign, and hopefully somebody Lewandowski, he had tears in his eyes, and other players. I mean, it's a great coach. Like the same with Liverpool, it's like super big deal.
He won everything, I think. With that
team. he came to Liverpool. 2015, that was not a good team, and he made it great.
He came from Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund. So, fun fact, Jürgen Klopp, because I did a little research, his main club was Mainz in Germany, and that was pretty much his only club when he played. Around 260 games, as far as I remember. And then, as a manager, he had 3 clubs, right?
Yeah, but Dortmund. He never went to Chelsea to train.
No, let me double check on Google.
I don't know if Bayern Munich wanted him at some point.
Oh, for sure. And now people are saying Jürgen Norbert Klopp. So let me just check for sure. So yes, his senior career was pretty much 11 years.
And he won
in Mainz, 300 games. And then he became coach literally the same year when he finished. He became coach of Mainz in Germany. for 7 years.
Oh, so he played.
He played there from 1990 to 2001.
Oh.
From 2001 to 2008 was coach. And then from 2008 to 2015, Borussia, 7 years. And then 9 years in Liverpool. So he's like very...
Be nice to see him at Juventus, maybe. Wow.
He said that for sure he wants to get like at least 1 year break. And he's exhausted, and already people are saying, oh, he should come to Barcelona. I mean, he said like he's leaving for a reason. He needs time.
He needs a break.
Yeah.
Because the rhythms at international levels are crazy.
For sure. And then Xavi, another coach. So like we have two important characters. Xavi will be going away. What do you think about that? And Pep Guardiola, Josep Guardiola, Spanish coach, he said... Because they were like...
He's going to leave?
No, they were fighting like Klopp, Guardiola.
Yeah.
They were like all those years because Guardiola joined Manchester City in 2016 right after Jurgen Klopp, and they become like those kind of
enemies. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Pep Guardiola was like, ooh, you know?
Yeah.
So...
but it's nice to see these coaches. They go to these teams where their level was mid to seventh place, fourth place. They never won anything, and they just built everything from scratch, and they just made
it shows like how powerful person is he, how his personality can change the things, and how he can flip the thing.
If you want to know though something, when Antonio Conte went to Juventus, returning from, he's been a player there for many years, returning as a coach.
Okay.
After Juventus went through 2 years of 7 places, he got the team from scratch with the players he had. And he built the team up with character, and he just like, he won 5 Serie A championships in a row for 5 years.
Wow,
then Allegri came in, and Allegri won another 5 years. That's
so
when
he built like the base.
Yes, that's when Juventus won the Italian Serie A for 10 years in a row. That's
I know,
insane.
There's never happened.
Getting
in like other
to
league.
2 Champions League finals or quarterfinal, one quarterfinal and one final against Barcelona that we lost.
Yeah, I
unfortunately.
remember.
But that was painful, and it was crazy ride. And Juventus has not been doing well for the past few years.
Who's the coach now?
Allegri is still the coach, but Juventus is still up there.
Yeah, for sure. But even if you look at the Sir Alex Ferguson,
legend,
25 years. Wow.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I like. So there's some certain clubs that whenever things go wrong, the president of the team fires the coach.
There
right
are
away.
teams like that.
So they really have,
especially in eastern side of Europe.
Yeah, they have no patience. They would just fire them right away.
Totally.
Instead, if you want to have a mentality or say, okay, I want to have a long project here. You guys need to trust me.
Yeah. Give them time.
Give them time. So we're not going to win this year because this is what the players that we have. But we can make some purchases next year and trying to figure out, because most of it is about money.
Yeah, like if you look, do you know how much Pep Guardiola makes per year?
How much does he make?
$25 million.
Ooh,
that's a lot of money.
That's a
lot. Like in some other countries, like
we're talking about a winning coach.
Yeah, for sure. But in some other
but
countries,
he won with Barcelona. His record is incredible.
He's pretty much like one of the top 3 coaches ever, I would say.
Mourinho went to worse and worse. So Mourinho was coaching Roma, and now he's been fired, sacked.
Yeah,
they sacked Mourinho. I don't know. He's been. I remember when
he was a good coach.
When he coached Porto.
Porto, yeah.
Then he coached
Madrid.
Inter Milan, Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
With Inter Milan, he won 1 year. He won Serie A, Italian Cup, and Champions League, and he had a crazy team.
Wow!
I remember he had the attacking.
Was that the time when Samuel Eto'o played for?
Eto'o, Milito, and Eto'o.
Then Eto'o, he moved to Barcelona.
From Barcelona.
Okay, makes sense.
So they thought he was finished as a player, but He went
Man.
back and he had
I remember that.
Samuel in defense.
Yeah, someone. Yeah.
They really had good players.
That was-
Javier Zanetti.
Zanetti. Oh, very good.
Oh, so there is this guy on YouTube that he is putting the best stats of the players from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like he put the best Cristiano Ronaldo stats in the modern Manchester
Oh.
United,
What is it?
like 94.
Oh.
Ronaldo, when he was
Uh-huh.
at the top of his shape,
Yeah.
was
94.
94
Out of
his
100.
level. His level. Yeah,
Okay.
like the stats of
Yeah,
the
the
players.
FIFA, okay.
And he said, I put Cristiano Ronaldo in today's Manchester United to see, and then he let the game run to see if the results are going to be
Oh wow.
good.
Interesting.
And he won the Premier League. He won the Champions League. He was top goal scorer with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And then he did the same with Milan, the top team of Milan. When they won the Champions League, he put like Crespo, Shevchenko, Gattuso, Pirlo, Cafu,
Dudek.
Stam.
Oh, sorry. Dudek was in Liverpool.
Yeah. And they won
Wow.
everything the same.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he just did these experiments because you can
Well,
let the game run with these crazy stats
Yeah,
with these players.
now we have different. I don't know. I feel like it's all about money now.
Well, the game has changed.
For
Soccer has changed. The
lot.
VAR brought a different way of playing.
Oh yeah.
Like you can see everything.
Plus all
now.
this recognition, social media for players. I've heard somebody told me a couple of days ago that one player was suspended because he was like getting wild at parties. That was like pretty known player.
Oh wow.
And like, what if you?
It's good to see though from the teams.
Yeah,
Like
but
you
then
have
social media put those because people back then they did that before, of course.
But there was no social media.
Social media, and
Yeah.
now if they go out, like, they need to be aware that some people can see them and record them.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like you make money on your, career as a soccer player.
So you're talking about that going parties and stuff for
Yeah.
soccer players in England. There was some videos going on X about these beautiful ladies all dressed up in mini skirts and like really seductive clothes,
Oh, yeah.
going clubbing in England. And people were commenting here in the United States and say, oh my God, is this the way they go dressed up and this and that? And there was another YouTuber that commented, he's from England, and he said, these ladies are going in the clubs where the soccer players are.
They wanna meet
because
them.
they want to become wags.
Yes.
You know?
Oh,
So that's the reason why they dress up like that, because they want to win the lottery
And
by...
that's how they meet at some
Well, you just think about, that player plays for Chelsea. Let's go.
But this is true.
He's the midfield for Manchester United.
This is true.
Yeah,
That's-
as much as we want to say it might not happen, but that's the reason
Oh, for
why
sure it
they go
happens.
dressed up, and people still couldn't understand. So they just go dressed up like that. because they
Everybody's
wanna-
trying to get their best,
Yeah,
it's part of life.
I guess. I mean, not really. Come on, it's
What do you
part of modern life.
Modern life. I'm not saying it's good or
But
something.
I suppose it's the same thing if in New York,
With the
these
outfit in NBA.
these ladies go to the places where these huge hedge funds go
Yeah.
and party and stuff. So they would be there just to get along.
Yeah, I
you
don't know. Yeah, I was looking, but I don't know who was like because there was a couple days ago.
But it's insane. The wags.
Yeah. It's
So if you want, I can go with another of my articles. This is a crazy story. We often say that social media has been demise, a bad thing for society. But in this case, there's a positive thing to it.
okay.
So long-lost twins who were separated and sold off at birth reunited after finding each other on TikTok.
Wow.
Identical twins who were separated and sold shortly after birth reunited after finding each other on TikTok, the BBC reported. The pair had a remarkable reunion after confronting their families about their seemingly mysterious similarities and eventually tracked down a sister and birth mother via DNA tests. After traveling to Germany to meet their biological mother, Asa, they were told that hospital staff had falsely informed her that the twins died shortly after birth. Their story led them to realize that they were two of thousands of children stolen as part of a child trafficking scheme in the former Soviet Republic of Georgia, per the report. The story of Amy Kvitia and Ano Sartania's reunion began after Amy, then 12, noticed a girl who looked just like her on an episode of Georgia's Got Talent.
Wow.
Everyone was calling my mom and asking, "Why is Amy dancing under another name?" she said, per the BBC.
What?
But her mother simply told everyone that she had a doppelganger of somebody that looks like her on TV.
Yeah.
Years later, 19-year-old Ano was sent a TikTok Amy posted of herself and tried to track her down because she found it cool how similar they looked. After connecting via Facebook, Amy knew it was the same girl she'd been on the talent show 7 years before. After getting to know each other, they realized that they had many similarities, including a genetic bone disease called dysplasia. When they finally met in person, Amy said that it was like looking in a mirror, and they decided to speak to their families about it. They found out that they had been separately adopted in 2002 after their families had paid doctors for unwanted babies, the BBC reported. Digging into their past, the twins joined VetZeb, a Facebook group dedicated to reuniting families separated by suspected illegal adoptions. It is estimated that up to 100,000 babies were stolen in Georgia from the 1950s to 2005 in a black market for adoptions. Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a crazy story. I mean,
yeah. Wow.
There's that thing though, like when you're separated at birth like that, and sometimes later life, destiny finds their way.
That's wild.
Try to find themselves, you know.
I think it's beautiful at some point. And there is something social media did good finally. Yeah.
So there's this story about the. I was married before and divorced, and my ex-cousin, when they were little, the cousin basically this boy was living with their mom. They without any notice.
Okay.
Everything was a normal family. The mom took the boy and left to go to California without telling anything to the father, like nothing.
Okay.
The father of course, you might think got crazy, and he could not find them. And he looked for them for 2 years, and he could not find them. Oh, shit. The guy grew up in California, lived his own life, and as an adult, for some reason, he was in a Facebook group, and he found out that he had the same last name as this other person. And going on, he found out that there was a sister.
Wow.
And then he finally met his father when he was late in his 30s.
Shit.
But just like from the Midwest to California, from the other side of the country, that's just talk about destiny and how these things manifest. It's insane. And he just found out casually.
And why people even do that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and I remember he was very upset with the mom because said like, why the hell did you do that? You know?
Wow. Speaking about that, I saw somebody commenting because I was watching some YouTube video, and I think this might be a good short.
Oh yeah.
So it says that social media and cell phones, they bring you closer to the people far away from you, but they take you away from people sitting next to you.
Wow, that's true.
That's why
I would have said a different
I'm
thing.
very sensitive. You'll finish. I'm just gonna tell you, like, when we record or when I'm meeting with somebody or hanging out or this, you know, being with somebody, I try to. That's what I learned, to appreciate the time somebody's giving you. Just put always on do not disturb on the phone. This is not like the priority at that time. Now we record. Now it's do not disturb. I'm not bothered. If I do something else, the same. And I think people kind of lost this mind, in the phone scrolling all over, There's not much priority, like on Instagram or Facebook, whatever you're scrolling. It's not that urgent. You can wait, right?
It is addictive.
Well,
Is that like urge? Where's my phone?
That's
Where's
why
my phone?
that's why we need to be over it, and that's why I'm proud of what I did. That I learned how to not get addicted to anything. Whatever I do, eating sweets taught me that, and after that I feel like very strong that no matter what happens, I have control. You know what I mean? On anything. Like I cannot get addicted to anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
It just takes like willpower.
Yeah, and like lots of just catch this. You have to go through this bad moment when I was eating so much sweet. You know how much sweet I could.
How much sweet could you eat?
Well, for 4,000 calories worth of Ferrero Rocher in one sitting, that's fine. It's like 700 grams.
Well, you were sure to put on weight.
Yeah. Well, but there was like that kind of love. And then when I stopped, I didn't feel good for some time. I was like, oh, I want it. But after the time actually passed, you learn that you don't need it. You like take it away from your body and find a way to live without,
To go back to this
Yeah,
topic.
how you would say
So
that?
I was saying like it helps you. Social media helps you to connect with the people far away from you, but at the same time making you feel alone more than ever. And angry because you might look at other people having a great life, having a good time,
And
because everybody posts happy things.
That's why I don't like posting like those things anymore. Like, just live your life. You don't need to. If you're doing something and you love it, just enjoy the moment.
And then the other thing. So I told you that I canceled Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you said that.
Before canceling that, I was getting the panic, the anxiety, and saying, oh, what am I going to do if I cancel it? Then I'm not going to have 2 days free shipping. And my brain was trying to find reasons why I should have it.
That's crazy.
And I almost could not let go of that idea because I thought that it was so important for me to have it. But in the end, I just deleted it.
Well,
and I'm just,
yeah.
I use Amazon anyways.
Yeah.
The shipping will take a couple of days longer.
Yeah.
And it's free shipping if you choose the free shipping option. And it's not the end of the world. I'm not watching it. I'm
for
just
sure.
watching free TV on the apps,
I did never care because I don't order much there, but it's nice for the Whole Foods shopping. Also, the Whole Foods, if you are smart, you can find such great deals there, like so good deals.
It depends. For me, it's like once in a while.
Yeah, depending what you're looking for. So you need to be smart and look, and be smart about that. But then the Prime gives like another 10%. So I save more than the membership cost. So
Depends. Yeah, I mean,
per month
it's
the
up
scale.
to you. It's up to you. Depends on your priorities as well. But that thing about the phone, it's like something that affects us in a way that we cannot be without. So what I do, I leave the phone away from me and I go do something else because I cannot have it with me all the time.
Because otherwise you will get...
Because if it's there, you will actually get like, it's easy to fall into the pattern and grab it and scroll. Or this thing, when you're on the toilet, you just use the phone. Who would have ever imagined that? Who would ever imagine that?
That's funny. That's true. There is something about that. Or even if you're at the gym, like most people, instead of focus...
oh yeah, during the reps, people just scroll and just sit on a machine, occupying the machine,
that's
and
true.
maybe there's somebody waiting. Well, that's why I don't go to the gym when there's too many people. That's not good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I
don't like to wait for equipment. And
yeah,
stuff.
I usually go at the times when it's empty too. Then you just do your thing. I like to listen to some podcast.
Yeah.
But no, I think like I've been in social media for so long and I got sick of it. So like for me, scrolling that Instagram, I would rather just go and do something, hang out, or instead of just scrolling
Yeah.
the phone.
So I have another story, and do you remember we talked about the Stanley Cups? And there's other trends. And in marketing, there's this idea of how something becomes viral and why people get a hype on something and why it happens.
That's amazing at some point.
Yeah, so I found this article here that is titled Stanley Hype and Samba Cringe, Why Products Fall in and Out of Style.
Is the Samba another...
The Samba is the Adidas shoes, the model.
Are they like pretty or...
Like they're kind of sneakers with three stripes. They were really famous throughout the years, on and off,
Let me Google
on and
the
off.
picture. Adidas Samba.
So everyone's talking about the...
I know those. Yeah,
so
I've seen.
Everyone's talking about the Stanley Cup, not the hockey trophy, the brand of $50 water bottles that went from 70 million sales to 750 million. So from 70 million sales to 750 million. You did a solo video about it.
1,000%.
In the past few years, becoming a TikTok sensation. The cups are on their way out. This is the peak for Stanley Cups. There's no up from here.
Yes.
The Adidas Samba shoe is another product that achieved viral popularity over the past few years. The sneaker became a favorite of models like Bella Hadid and Hailey Bieber, resulting in a situation where the shoes were both everywhere and unable to be bought as they sold out as soon as they came back in stock. Part of it is the natural cycle of fashion. Products get popular and then they fall out of style. But why do products reach a tipping point and fall out of style? There's this theory called the theory of mimetic desire. There is the idea that we don't want what we want. We desire what others want, specifically others of status. This isn't anything revolutionary. It's true in dating. If someone high status thinks someone else is attractive, you may also find that that person is more attractive. It happens in careers. Many students enter their MBA wanting different things, only to converge on a small set of careers options desired by the rest of their class by the time they graduate. And it's why celebrity partnerships work. A key in marketing is selecting the right mediator. The mediator is the person whose desire influences others. In today's words, an influencer. So PR firms are known for getting products on celebrities to build desire for products. But celebrities are pricey. Another strategy, go a step farther back. Don't influence the celebrity who influences your customer. Influence the mediator who influences the celebrity who influences your customer. So there's a little grid here that says, so the brand goes to the influencer.
Usually.
So influences the mediator. The mediator influences the athlete that influences the audience.
Yeah.
So the ideal mediator is an athlete, say an NBA player. But instead of influencing the NBA player, those partnerships that are expensive, they influence the physical therapists, coaches, and doctors around the players. With mimetic desire, status matters, looking like your mediator by the fashion elite. So the Stanley president, Terence Reilly, did something similar. He influenced the influencers. So Stanley was a thermos brand that marketed to workmen and blue-collar workers, but the founders of The Buy Guide, an online shopping blog and Instagram account targeting women, recommended the Stanley Quencher to their audience, who bought thousands. The sales influence on The Buy Guide was enough for Stanley to shift the strategy and start marketing more to women. Really introduced affiliate and influencer channels, which allow women to mediate to other women on a large scale, and sales took off. Stanley is likely earning great margin, but the brand is at another inflection without new innovation. The brand is so popular that it risks losing status. Interesting, last week, Stanley's competitor Simple Modern announced a rebrand coming in 2024. And it seems that others think that the water bottle category is primed for a new status leader to emerge. So the thing is, so there's the peak, the influencers, people, social media has this huge power. So people of status that like a product, the crowd follows. Yeah. If Taylor Swift likes I don't know,
different
a pencil.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, anything.
People will go for it.
People will go crazy for
sure.
it and just buy it. The problem with these companies is that the success, I think, is so unexpected
Yeah.
that they make these record sales,
1000% increase.
but they do not innovate, and then they go down.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
at least they got their peak and
They get that peak, but-
they're now established.
Yeah, but I think like the Samba shoes were an example of that, just because a few models wore
Yeah,
them,
for sure.
people got crazy and they
That's
want.
how it works.
Yeah, and there's also, I don't know if you go to any shopping mall and you look at teenage girls, what do you see?
Usually, I know that.
White shoes, yoga pants,
Oh,
and short crop tops, and they all and
We're the
white
same.
and white socks.
white socks on like top. Like
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they get dressed
All the
all
same.
the same.
That's true. That's so funny.
And if you go in the area where you live, everybody has Lululemon
Everybody. Yeah,
pants,
that's true. All the bags.
and Nike shoes or whatever. They all look the same.
Yeah, that's true. There's
So-
another story about this I want to say.
But that's crazy. Though.
Yeah, but
it's
look at this.
it's not a conventional marketing. It's
I
not
know.
conventional.
I know. So I have something from the other hand.
Yeah.
It's there's
we never talked about that Balenciaga dirty
oh
pants.
yeah, they were funny.
Oh gosh.
But this is the status.
So
this,
tell that story.
yeah, they were like they were pants.
There were pants.
Dirty. They look dirty.
Like dirty, like jeans.
Like some mechanic would wear, and they were like $5,000.
And how many left in stock? Two or three. That's insane.
Yeah, but there's other thing. It's liqueur. It's called green chartreuse, and it's French liqueur. Do you know monks in France?
No.
How you say it's? Let me see. 'Cause this is a very important story. Like those people.
Monks. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you said no.
No, I thought it was a brand.
No, so those guys
Yeah.
in France, they produce this liquor.
Oh, okay. Like friars, like religious priests.
Yes. And this liquor
Okay.
is all about like herbals from France. It's called green chartreuse because it's green.
Okay.
And it contains many like unique herbs. Mm-hmm. And it's really good addition to many drinks. And even itself, if you taste it, it tastes wow. And nobody ever found a recipe for that.
So
Nobody.
it's secret.
Yes, nobody ever was able to.
To replicate.
Nobody. There were many tries, and so the funny story is that now you cannot buy it, pretty much,
Oh, really?
because even though the sales increased, they said like there was 5,000% sales increase or something. The monks, they said, we will not make any more than we were making.
Oh, so
Can
they
you
decided
imagine?
to cut the production.
No, stayed the same as ever.
Okay, yeah.
Even though they could sell 10,000% more to the whole world, because now people are getting
well, they
crazy.
create scarcity, and it makes it more valuable.
Yes, and of course, it used to be back in the day when that was not popular, it was like $30, and now you can maybe find it for $300-400.
Really?
Yeah, maybe, because for example, they send to restaurants, and every restaurant, even like great restaurants, they get.
What kind of liquor is it though?
So it's just herbal like addition to.
Like
I don't know.
after
No, it's to mix usually.
no, oh okay, to mix. Okay,
Usually.
okay.
I mean, itself it's just tastes different, like herbal liquor. Like you can try to like. There's another liquor, creme de violette. It's Austrian, from Austrian herbs and stuff like that, like Alps.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's purple. This one is green, and it contains different herbs. And like for example, there's famous drink Last Word. That this is like one of the crucial parts of this drink. And many restaurants, like better restaurants, they get those bottles, but they get like a couple of bottles per year.
Per year.
Yes.
Woo!
So it's like, it's crazy that they, from the other side, like it's completely opposite of this, that they just refuse to produce more, even though they could make thousands of millions of
I don't know. Well,
more. Because everybody wanted.
I think it's part of their brand at that point.
Yeah, but I think it's like religious.
Well, same thing. This guy that works with me, he's an expert on whiskey.
I look it up Very good. His collection is
His
impressive.
collection is impressive.
It's very good.
And he
it's
was
a lot
telling
of
me
stuff.
that they can get expensive because there's only so many, so
Exactly.
much barrels of that
Exactly.
year.
Yeah.
And prices could go up.
Like the Buffalo Trace, I'm sure
Yeah.
he told you about
Yeah.
that.
And there's different, it's not just that.
It's so hard to find it now, even though there was like 30
No,
bucks.
it's not just the Buffalo Trace. There is just one kind. No, there is one kind of a year on another year
Yeah.
that has a different flavor under different humidity condition, and the wood of the barrel is different. So there's something that I discovered
Yeah,
that is
that's
crazy. and
ridiculous.
I couldn't really figure it out.
I have one bottle only of Buffalo Trace.
Oh yeah.
It's unopened. I will probably. I mean, I don't really like whiskey that much. I never just got into, but I know the guy who has a liquor store. It's like a small small company, and he had just one bottle left because they also get limited amount.
Yeah.
It's just weird, you know.
Yeah, it's I suppose
Just
it's
got super popular, super like people are craving on that.
yeah.
The same with this liquor. It's like
What's the name of this liquor for the monks from
green
France?
chartreuse.
Oh.
So as I told you, there's a cocktail, Last Word. If you ask me my favorite ever cocktail, ever, that will be the answer. So it's four ingredients, equal parts: lime juice, cherry maraschino liqueur, green chartreuse, and
Maraschino, it's an Italian
yeah,
word.
maraschino.
Maraschino.
It's a cherry liqueur, and the last part is either gin or mezcal.
I don't know
Mezcal
if
is
they
my
make some
preference.
cakes with maraschino. They do.
Probably they do,
Yeah.
because there's the brand Luxardo, I think, and it's like very very popular bottle everywhere.
So, folks, in Italy, when they make birthday cakes or
Mm-hmm.
any kind of cakes that have a sponge cake inside, they use this combination called bagna.
Bagna.
Yeah, it's like what kind of bagna you're gonna put in the sponge so it is not dry.
Bagna from Russian, it's like a bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind
No, you say like la bagna.
Yeah.
So you prepare a mix of liquor with water. You can dilute it,
Yeah.
and you can boil it and add sugar in it as
of,
well.
for sure.
And then mix it. And then what you're gonna do, you take a spoon or a syringe and you just inject the sponge cake.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the taste, like many people might make a strange face, say, "Oh, you put alcohol in a cake." No, really, it just brings an addition to the flavor.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
not like you're gonna get drunk or anything. It's just like so diluted that it just makes the taste of
Plus,
the
yeah.
chocolate cream inside, the lemon cream. It just
Totally.
makes everything mixed together.
Yeah.
It's
That's why you have plenty.
because
like,
you have like a anice.
yeah.
Maraschino is one of those as well.
Maraschino. Yeah, that's why you have plenty dessert drinks. Like people, especially Americans, they love this espresso martini. If you love coffee, this will be
So once I made crepe à la Suzette.
okay.
It's a French recipe. You make a crepe,
Okay.
and then you make you put some orange juice in it, or
Okay.
I don't know if it's orange marmalade with it, and then you put Grand Marnier inside
yeah.
the pan,
Nice.
and then you light the pan on fire,
Huh. Wow.
and the crepe cooks.
That's awesome.
It's so beautiful to see, and I wanted to try it once, and I did it. It was a success.
That's awesome.
I have to show you one time.
That's
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
There's this French cook called Jacques Pepin, and there's some videos of him on YouTube. And I say, well, let me look.
Yeah.
And I looked at this one, all kinds of foods and recipes when I was dieting hard for a bodybuilding competition.
Oh.
So my thing that I could not eat anything and I was suffering, but I was looking at recipes all day.
Why would you do that for
Because
yourself?
because I would say like, oh, when I get back to eating normal,
Oh.
I go do this.
Did you get crazy after
Yeah,
that?
and I had a list. I'm gonna eat here.
Oh no.
You have no idea.
Wow, I guess.
The tricks that the mind can play you.
I can guess.
when you are on a significant calorie deficit.
Mm-hmm.
So
What is the deficit? Like how many calories per day did you eat?
1,500, 1,400 on the last week.
It's not bad. Or is it bad? I mean,
But
that's
you usually eat 2,000. Then I went to 1,800, 1,600, and just cut slowly and slowly. I just got like super.
Is this the whole deal about you don't eat much, but you exercise a lot?
No, you eat protein. You still eat your amount of protein that you need to eat, 1 gram per pound at least, and you will reduce the amount of carbs, the amount of fats. So you still need to fit your protein intake and then reduce carbs and reduce fats.
Makes sense.
Yes, you will do a little bit more cardio because you need to lose that little bit of fat that is left over because you need to look sharp.
Yeah, that's
you need to look cut and having.
But you were always saying there is no macronutrient bad for you, right?
Yes, but to that extent, you want to become lean. Yeah, the leanest.
Sure. So because for example, I like rice, and it's like lots of carbs.
Well, you will eat less, much less.
Yeah, makes sense.
So you will opt for foods that are high in volume,
lots of meat,
high volume foods that keep you full longer, and of course, protein keeps you fuller for longer. And but
I'm
you're
watching
not gonna really
this. I just started watching.
But to that level is unhealthy because you get to single digit body percentage. Body fat.
So I started watching this Netflix documentary called "You Are What You Eat," and it's super awesome. Like they took plenty of twins and they served them different diet. For example, there are one pair of twins and one of them has.
Twin studies are the best.
Yes, so one of them has diet only with meat and second twin has only vegan. And then they see, I still have a couple episodes left, but there was something interesting about dairy. I feel like I have tried to avoid gluten and dairy because I know that can affect my feeling.
So you shovel a huge pizza.
I know. I said if I can.
We can announce this. We made a pizza video. We just added something called Kitchen Talks, and we made pizza live, and completely and totally unscripted. Yes. So just made pizza from scratch, and when is that coming out? Soon.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But look, so they said that dairy products, they contain this molecule casomorphin, and all of them, like cheeses, milk, and the studies found that this makes you feel like, and makes you feel like kind of addicted to that.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta read about this. Casomorphin is the molecule, and
casomorphin,
casomorphin. That's what you can find in dairy products, especially cheeses. And they were saying that 90% genetically, 90% of...
So casomorphins are peptides derived from the breakdown of casein, a protein found in milk. Some believe they may have opioid-like effects, but scientific evidence supporting significant physiological effects in humans is limited.
Yeah,
so we really don't...
Yes, but... They said like the many studies they show that
I never heard of it.
It causes really like your effect, like when you eat milk. I mean, it's
it's like not addictive, like, but it gives you some pleasure, right?
Yes, give you pleasure. That's what I want to say, and it keeps you wanting more and more for that. That's why. I don't drink milk. I prefer this almond beverage if it's just no sugar there, but. There was the fun fact that 90% of Asian populations has intolerance to lactose, and then 50% of Latin population just intolerance, like straight.
Do you know how many gallons of water it takes to feed one almond? One almond only.
What do you mean to feed one almond?
To feed one almond, like almond trees require a lot of water.
Okay.
And for one almond, you need 3 gallons of water. Yes. Wow. Just think about you vegans out there that don't like milk.
Yeah.
Just think how much water and resources it needs to take. Even oat milk, how much water.
Yeah. But you also got to look, because plenty of those beverages like plant-based, they contain sugars, gums, and other bad ingredients, and then you think, oh, I don't want sugar, so I'm not buying milk. But then you're buying this almond beverage with bunch of sugar, so you gotta be careful and look at the.
Well, there's versions that have zero sugar in it.
Yes, and they will
don't
be 3
taste,
times more expensive.
They don't taste as
They
good.
taste good. They still taste good.
Without sugar?
Well, like when I see at Whole Foods a discount, I buy 6. Because last time they put 50% discount. This Califia, it's almonds, sea salt, and water. I mix it with protein powder and collagen. It's good.
I wish they had unpasteurized milk. That it's like because what they do, the pasteurization process.
Oh yeah, it's
they boil it to take
they
out
also-
to
yes.
take out all the enzymes.
yes, but they also do that with cheese.
Yes, because in the US you cannot
Sell it.
You
If
cannot
you
sell
cannot.
it. Yeah.
Because it reportedly might affect pregnant women as well.
Well, they say it kills or inactivates harmful microorganisms in food and beverages such as milk.
Yeah.
So
Also, you gotta be.
it also extends shelf life,
Yeah.
and they say ensures safety by reducing the risk of bacterial contamination. But some of that bacteria is actually good.
That's why there's another type of milk. It's called A. Have you seen A2?
No, I haven't.
You gotta take a
What
look.
kind of milk is that? You know, there is this milk called many people they posted on X called Fairlife, and it has a lot of protein, lots of protein.
So
content.
this is the A2 milk company.
Not a sponsor, guys.
So it contains, naturally contains A2 protein. It's a protein, A2 protein, easier in digestion, from cow's naturally grown hormone RBST. I tried it. It tastes even better, but it's still milk, so it contains sugar. But the ingredients and like the whole form, it's pretty good.
It's incredible how deep you gotta look if you really want something that is organic and legit. I mean, long time ago, I knew that there wasn't really any major reasons why you should opt for organic fruits and vegetables. There's not that much difference that justifies that huge cost in
The difference comes with meats and eggs.
Yes.
But it's still, you gotta be careful, because even though the eggs might be organic, they still might be like the egg, those chickens might be fed with some corn
Yes.
and soy. So you rather look for pasture raised.
Yeah.
And then grass fed. So it's like at least it's clear in the United States here. In Europe, they don't really care.
But there's some things that, like, if you take the McDonald's in Europe, in Italy, in France, or in Germany, or Poland, whatever, there's some ingredients that they cannot use.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because they're banned.
Yeah,
While
yeah.
here, they're allowed.
Of course.
So
But I'm talking about.
one curious thing about this.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
No, I was just trying to say that, like, here it's like specified. You have so many types of eggs, so you kind of know. But I know that there's plenty of bullshit ingredients, like Coca-Cola is corn with this high corn fructose syrup, blah, blah, blah.
So there's this guy on X that posted a picture. He was in Italy, and he said, I'm eating this every morning, and I lost 3 pounds. There's something, the food in the US is poison. That's what he said. And he posted a picture of a cappuccino and a donut in Italy for breakfast.
Well, that's
Now,
okay.
if you just eat that and then you go and you walk all day, you do 20, 30,000 steps.
Yeah, you lose.
Of course, you're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much you're going to eat.
I think it's.
But people say, oh, I eat it. Yes, there is a difference. Come on now. Inequality. I'm sure there is. But
not every product, though.
But you still can choose what you want to eat, correct?
Yeah, this is
either
your
in the United
choice.
States or abroad. I mean, you must be completely mindless by going to the store and just buying.
The shit.
Yeah.
It's yours. I've been talking about them many times. In the
There might be more things made artisanal foods though in Europe for this, because there's more bakeries, small.
Yeah, but it's still sugar is sugar.
I know, but there is the wheat is different.
Oh, for sure. That's what we talk
They're
about.
not allowed to spray with as some
That's
things
why I
that
said
they
it's
use here
just
and
good
there.
to avoid
The
it.
flour is different too.
It is. We talk about in the
Yeah.
pizza episode.
Yeah.
And it's a difference when you have pizza here with
Mm-hmm.
all-purpose flour, or if you actually have Italian flour or flour over there.
And you can find it.
well,
Farina.
that one I have.
Yeah, 00, doppio zero,
Mhm.
like 00 flour.
And this one
That's the
I
idea.
have. It's not even expensive. It's like
Mhm.
$5 for the.
Yeah, you can find it, and it's imported from Italy.
You're just gonna- yeah.
Even the pasta.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why the pasta in it, people feel so good after pasta in Italia
Mm-hmm.
because it's different, prepared different way.
Yeah, and people eat late at night, like 8:30
Well,
or
for sure,
something.
dinner
They-
starts at 10 sometimes.
in
Yeah.
summer, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I mean, there's some things that are strange when you look at it. I mean,
you just gotta be smart.
the air. Come on now, as
Mhm.
well.
Everything,
The water,
essentially
it's-
everything.
Everything, yes,
Everything.
can have a
Whatever you
can
look-
have a
ev-
difference, but you still can choose.
Yeah, this is
You
your
still
choice.
you still can educate yourself.
You gotta be smart about that, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you will need to spend way more. Just go to Aldi.
Yeah, but the debate when it comes to food choice is either people do not know, people do not have time, or do not want to make time. Like
To learn.
ignorance
That's
is
what
one thing.
That's yeah.
It's time and it's resources.
Mhm.
Like if you're a very low income person and you don't know how to cook and you don't have the means, you cannot make a difference between buying a dinner meal, frozen meal that costs you like $2 or $3, and then
Not
you just
anymore, I
you just
think.
pop it in the microwave and you cook it, compared to buying a chicken breast and making it roasted at home and making a nice
It takes
salad.
time. It takes time.
does take time.
But honestly, because I try to make something.
But unfortunately, it is a commitment that you have to make.
But if you find
Because
a good
it's-
way,
Because it's easy to go to the gas station,
Of course.
and get a snack.
yeah.
You know?
But I just went through that by myself, and I said I would rather spend 1 hour to cook the nice, healthy dinner for myself, and make sure that there is all I want, and I keep my diet as I want to be, instead of just having shit. You know, it's
And believe me, you feel the difference.
so
man.
different. If you use canola oil versus avocado oil or extra virgin olive oil, you will feel the difference.
You do.
You will.
But even if you go and eat outside, you might think that place is healthy.
No, they all the restaurants will use the cheapest oils, plus the machines they have in the kitchens, like they are designed to be efficient, money efficient.
Yeah, and to make the most amount of food to the highest number of
cheapest.
people, and to make it cheap.
Every place. No, I mean that's how business works.
Well, there must be a place though that focuses on quality.
There are places in
Yeah.
New York for sure. There are like special places like I've seen some places like they're only grass fed, for example. They all ingredients. Of course, they will be more expensive, but if you're looking for certain meal, it can be made. You know. But no, I recommend just even like if I follow Bobby and he said so many interesting things.
Did you
about
send
food.
that video to Bobby?
I did, but he
Did
never
he answer?
responded. No.
Oh, damn it.
No, he has millions of followers.
Wow.
Well, but yeah, we made the good recipe
Yeah.
inspired by him, and it was super healthy, super
Yeah.
good. But yeah, just be smart about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, like it's way better to just suffer and spend this time and have all those dishes later.
Yeah.
But I learn, and like after a few times, I can reduce amount of dishes and still make, you know.
Dishes to clean,
Clean,
or
to clean.
to clean. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
because
can-
for example, yesterday I just made after I came back, it was late, but still I didn't mind. I made some potatoes with just nice chicken, and I made little salad. Just put some greens with this nice dressing made with avocado oil. Easy. It took me 40 minutes top.
Yeah.
And then, you know, It's
Well,
cool.
when you're by yourself, yeah, it's easy.
It's harder for the family
But
for
just,
sure.
yeah, think if you have four people to feed, and
Yes, it's way different.
you're a mom that works during the day, and then she comes back home and has kids
Mm-hmm.
coming from school, husband cooking, and
But-
there's different family
we need to
dynamics.
say that
but
this-
it's a habit. It's a
a
healthy habit.
You can do that. Still.
And if you say, well, since we're on a budget, we will buy food in bulk
Mm-hmm.
and prepare food at home and eat at home together.
Yeah.
Because even eating together at the table, it's a different feel.
It's a nice.
It's like a moment that you just cut out with the family and away from the troubles of the
for
day.
sure.
And,
So it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So I would.
and there's
suggest-
less and less of this nowadays.
yeah,
like, to be honest.
and you still save, like, making for more people. But this is, I mean, if you want to eat healthy, it takes commitment and of course money, but it's essentially worth it
Yeah, it is.
because your body will thank you for that when you be older.
I try to eat unhealthy for a week,
yeah,
a few times,
Mhm.
and I
What do you mean by unhealthy? What does it mean for?
like unhealthy, like on purpose.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, but what do you mean?
like
what do you have for lunch?
Whatever thing I wanted to eat, I ate. Like
Okay.
I overate. I ate outside often for a week.
Okay.
Just for a week.
Makes
I ate
sense.
chocolate, I ate
okay.
ice cream, I ate pizza, I ate all kinds of things to a buffet. And man, I felt like shit.
Especially sugar that makes you
Oh gosh, it's like, oh man, it's like my body completely rejected the feeling, and
feel. I know.
it's crazy. You just feel it, like inflammation. It gets on you, and it's insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So your body is the only place you get to live in it. So you gotta take care.
You gotta take care of it.
You gotta take care of
gotta
it.
take
So
care of
it's
it.
and you are what you eat. Yes,
And I recommend watch this document if you have chance to. It's interesting. It's pretty cool. Like it's fun.
Yeah.
I would recommend plenty of like the stuff I learned from that. It's very good documentary.
Well, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah,
With
I think
this
so.
positive note on food.
Yeah, that was a fun conversation.
Yeah, it's pretty
today.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
went smooth and
That's
easy.
awesome. I'm gonna save those 2 topics for next time. We spreaded other topics today.
Oh
Actually.
damn!
It's
You
okay.
really did not really catch up.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's not about.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all good.
Well,
We had
folks-
many other interesting topics. So
Oh, absolutely! Every time.
awesome. Thank you very much,
Thank you for watching us.
See you next
time. Ben.
Charlie. Oh yeah, we
Woo.
forgot to introduce her.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. So, well.
It's all good.
All right.